Hi, I'm Jill Clifton, author and creator of Landscape of Mothers, and I want to talk a little bit about why we do this family culture work. And one reason is we usually come to this place because we have grown up in families that used a lot of like criticism or demand or punishment, things that caused a lot of pain in our relationships, caused us a lot of harm growing up to our identity and our sense of self. And we don't want to perpetuate those things. And so we start to do the work of changing the family culture. And hopefully we have some really nice parts of our family culture to draw on. And so we have something that can sort of act as a temporary foundation as we reconstruct some of the other things, the other behaviors and family patterns. And the thing is, if we don't do this work, we tend to just adopt the same lenses that our family of origin did, and we tend to then repeat the same behaviors and harms. And so if we don't address them, we kind of end up repeating a lot of the things that were really harmful for us. If we do address them, we can get to a place where we have a different kind of family organization, that we have a different lens, something that looks more relational, more cohesive and kind, and relational, with some healthy boundaries and healthy communication in it. And what that gets us is it moves us away from the place where people continue to hold on to their pains and end up in resentment and sometimes in estrangement over them as the children grow into adults, right? So probably like as you grew into an adult, you may be less close to your family than you felt when you were a child. When we change the lens of the family unit to something that's more relationship based, then we're able to cultivate and continue to grow those relationships so that hopefully as our children age and grow, that it still feels like we are a family that works together, that it's still enjoyable to gather, that it doesn't feel obligatory. It feels like something everybody wants to do. And it creates this more consensual family unit, right? Everybody really wants to be where they are doing what they're doing, and they don't feel obligated or bound to meet somebody else's expectations. So that sounds great, right? One is that means that whatever we're doing in recreating our family culture is a lifelong project. The second thing it means is that we're embracing our humanity, which means that this won't always be easy. Just because we change our family lens and we do something more relational, in fact, it means that we're willing to address conflict where it might have been buried in our family of origin. We are willing to have hard conversations. We are willing to disappoint or be disappointed and still work through the thing together. And these are not easy. It doesn't mean that our family becomes this blissful, happily ever after kind of unit. It just means we have real relationships that feel very caring to us, even when we're in the hard places. And that is what creates a sense of family cohesion, rather than relying on obligation and meeting each other's expectations as the unit of family cohesion. So it means our job then in changing our family culture is lifelong. It means it's a devotional practice. It means it is a practice. It's not something that we get to one day and we're like, I'm there, I don't have to work at this anymore. And so, but it also, I think, is a very rewarding process. And it also means that it's a legacy, because as we change our family culture, we give our children something we didn't have. We hopefully they can benefit and capitalize on it in ways that we could only have imagined what that would have been like, to have a solid sense of self at a young age. And that experience translates forward in the family. So not only are you doing this for yourself and your children, but you're also doing it for all of the people who come after in your family line.